Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is English Custom Woodworking. I'm going to do a short little video on how I do my corners, rounding off my corners, and then cutting them out on my jigsaw. My bandsaw, not my jigsaw. So there's lots of different ways to do this, and it really just depends on the radius that you want. I have found that you can do this many different ways, some more painstaking than others. You could use anything round. You got a roll of tape. You want that radius right there, larger radius. I use this. This is almost the perfect radius. I just laid on the corner, and you can see where I've been marking it. Use a pencil and trace that. Plastic cup, you like that radius. You want a smaller radius, use something smaller. You can do it the old-fashioned way with marking out. If you want a certain radius, you can lay it out, make a mark at a certain depth, and then use your compass. That obviously is the probably the proper way to do it, but nothing about me is proper. So this is the quick way, which I used to do it the compass way, but this is the quick and easy way. This is actually let's see here, the outside diameter, almost 2 1/4 piece of PVC scrap, and I just match up my corners, or match up my edges, I should say. Sorry, and then take a pencil and then round it off. Easy as that. So I got a bad spot there. Little hand plane action. Just sharpen my pencil. And work my way around. Already did the last first. And that's what I do. It's quick, it's easy, it's painless, and it's a good radius. Not too big, not too small. That's what I like. It's what the boards up here in the upper corner up here, excuse the mess, those are the radiuses that I used on those, and I think it works out well for their size. All right, so I'm going to move over to the bandsaw, and I'm going to show you what I do cutting these out. Let me teach you a little trick that I learned in college. I actually did a little bit of architecture courses and drafting courses. If you have you probably need a little bit finer. Yeah, that's 150 will probably do. Take your pencil. You want a really sharp point. Take your pencil, piece of sandpaper, and just gently. Now, I'm not pressing down very hard at all, especially with a soft lead pencil. But just very gently and twisting, drawing back, and it will give you a very, very good point. my safety disclaimer for the morning is make sure that you are following all safety rules and shop rules and any manufacturer's guidelines for using shop equipment. This is a Grizzly bandsaw that my dad bought, and I've had pretty good luck with it. I've had to do a lot of fine tuning on it over the years, and a few different tips and techniques, and found new bands for it. Maybe I'll make some videos talking about some of that different stuff. But most definitely my number one and my number two shop rules are: one, always wear safety glasses or some type of eye protection, and number two is never ever wear gloves when you're working around saws. A glove can help your hands stay warm, but if they get caught up in the moving blades or moving saws, depending on what you're doing, it can wreak havoc because it grabs the blade or whatever you're using, grabs the fabric, and twists and turns it and pulls your hand, thus pulling your hand into the blade and causing all types of trauma. Anyway, so that's my little safety tip for the morning. The other thing is don't wear loose clothing, baggy clothing, anything that can droop or get caught up in saw blades. All right, so let's get going. I'm going to cut some radiuses on these that I just marked out, and one thing that I will help you with, or leave this tip. The easier that you start your entry and your exit, you can always cure anything with either a planer or some sanding. But the more that you try to get into your line or cutting deeper gouges, it's going to make it even harder to finish later when you're trying to finish it. The other thing that I've learned, a little helpful technique when you're cutting these radiuses, and this is a pretty small one, but bigger radiuses most definitely. I'm sorry, the bigger radiuses don't work as well with this tip, but when you're doing a small, tighter radius, don't try to turn this tip as much as you try to turn your back corner. So that being said, when you start, instead of trying to push this and turn this corner into it, work this around like this, and that will help you with your technique. At least that's what I have learned. It helps me quite a bit. All right, let's get going. Ugly epoxy on the bottom side of the face, getting hung up over here on this side. It's not allowing me to turn very well. Usually I sand those down before I do this. So I guess one of my other tips that I would give you is slow and steady. Don't ever try to rush. That one corner that I've goofed up here pretty good. I was trying to rush through a little bit faster than what I should have. The other thing is I'm about blind whenever it comes to seeing this stuff up close. I have to wear some glasses, but with a bandsaw, it's not as dangerous. I would not get up close on a lot of other power saws, but on this thing, it's not going to throw out a lot of stuff at you real fast. It could, but you can get a little bit closer is what I'm trying to get at, and be able to see your work and be a little bit more precise, and pay attention and just move slowly. All right, let's move to the next piece. So those are the ones that I had done at the moment. I'm going to my other pieces that I have still have to cut for size. I'm going to do that and then mark some radiuses, and I will be back to cut those here in just a second. Another helpful thing that I have kind of learned is that light and lighting is very important, especially somebody like me that can't see very well. I wear glasses to see anything up close and read, but Natural light I found is best, but because of the way my shop's set up, I got this bandsaw back here in the corner, and there's no natural light back here in the corner. So I installed this 3000 lumen shop light up here, and it has helped considerably. I probably actually need to have the bandsaw turned a little bit so the light's behind me instead in front of me casting shadows, but it has helped quite a bit. Let's go another one. Alright, so I hope you guys picked up something out of that. Maybe not, but appreciate you watching. And if you would, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I'm going to keep making videos. And remember, measure twice, cut once.